All right, boys and girls, welcome in, welcome back. This is just a quick one because we got some breaking news, some crazy news. Last night, in the dead center in the middle of my 2K game, I get a notification. They said Luka was traded to the Lakers for AD. Luka, the one, the only like there's only like two or three people that in the whole entire league that I would deem untradeable, and Luka was one of those guys. What do you think about that?
Luka, Jokic, Giannis, SGA. He's in the top five of
Definitely.
untradables, untouchables.
Definitely. But they traded him for AD. I think they got what Maxi Kleber.
Like the full from breaking from Sean's, the Dallas Mavericks have traded Luka Doncic, Maxi Kleber, and Markieff Morris to the Lakers for Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a 2029 first round pick.
2029?
Yeah.
A
No swaps,
2029?
no extra players, no second round picks, and then Utah was somehow in that deal, but they don't matter. So
Okay.
I think it's just like salary cap dumps and things like that. But yeah, that dropped last night at 11:12.
Yeah. Yeah. Late night. So I mean, the first thing that I thought, of course, was like, it's fake. Like, there's no way that they
Yeah.
traded Luka Doncic. The first thing I thought was trade. But once multiple sources have came and confirmed it, I was like, okay, what would possibly, what would lead up to this? So it's like, okay, LeBron has his hand in everything, right?
He said he didn't know.
Yeah, that's what he said.
And Anthony Davis is a clutch sports player.
Mm-hmm.
So if he didn't know, it was like they were very, very on the low with their both teams.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a big shock. There's a whole bunch of stuff coming out. I mean, during the work week, Monday through Friday, more stuff's gonna come out. ESPN, Fox Sports, whatever. They said Luka Doncic got to like 270 pounds.
Yeah, I heard
They're
that as
gonna
well.
Pay him, Supermax coming up, things like that. But it was just a shock because nobody could have imagined that.
Right. But I mean, even him getting 270 pounds per se. Let's just say he did get to that. You have conditioning issues and whatnot. It's not like Luka Doncic was the best defensive player in the world anyway. It's not like that he didn't kill people on athleticism.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
and he's
25.
25. So
Yeah.
this game, he's still at least until 30 before
Right.
he starts falling off a cliff.
Right.
Conditioning and being in shape at the beginning of the season has always been a problem for him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the story every offseason. And injuries are a problem, but same thing for AD, and AD's 30.
Right.
I think the biggest thing will be defense for the Lakers. And they definitely have to get a big now that's just a rim protector because AD was holding it down for them for sure. But they did win against the Knicks last night without AD. So it was just crazy to see. And Dallas has been playing pretty decent too without Luka.
Right.
So
That might have been, because I remember a couple of podcasts back, we were talking about how Kyrie and the boys without Luka was like they only lost like one game. They're like 5 or 6 in the run.
a good run.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta deal with what you got. I think their team is pretty balanced, and Kyrie's still a top player. He's not the same Kyrie used to be, but he's still a hooper. He's still a future Hall of Famer.
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see. I think this deal in the short term isn't as bad, especially because they weren't getting anything from Luka. Dallas could look to go on a run, just depending on how everybody meshes. But adding a big like that, and then he can play the 4. He got his wish. He could play the 4. Gafford or Lively or whatever can play the 5. I don't know if Dallas, they didn't technically get better, but they're still pretty good for the short term. Long term, it's
you
a
think
crazy
about
deal.
it. What you have like you got Kyrie, Clay. Who do they got at the 3 that they're gonna use? Not really PJ, right? It'll probably be because I know they still have PJ. They have Lively. They have Gafford, and then now they got AD. But so who's really gonna be playing the 3?
But PJ is a center on this list. I forgot they had Dinwiddie.
Maybe Markieff
Najee
Morris.
Marshall?
I don't know.
I don't watch Dallas.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie to you.
we are Houston fans, which means we don't watch any Dallas ball unless there's a reason to. Now there's a reason to. We're gonna start paying attention to see how this goes. First thoughts: who you think won the trade?
Lakers.
Lakers.
Yeah. I mean, if you're able to trade for that kind of player and not give up crazy amount of stuff, like only I saw the Rudy deal. Rudy got 4 first-round picks.
Yeah.
And then Luka only went for 1.
One. And it was 2029.
And AD's a great player. But
Yeah. He's also 32.
AD, Max Christie, pick. That's nothing.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
Yeah. Even though AD has been balling out this year, you know, his health has always been a concern.
And he's 30.
And he's over
So
the 30. So
if you can re-sign Luka, you can probably keep him for 10 years.
Yeah.
As long as he stays healthy and he wants to play.
Mm-hmm.
I think before he's 30, if the Lakers actually do what they're supposed to do and get more talent around him, he should win a championship next 5 years.
Right. Right.
Like the fact that he was in the finals last
He was in the that's what makes this trade so baffling to me. He was in the finals. They added to the team with getting Klay Thompson, and now they're full house. They're selling.
I think if they move Kyrie, then it's like I guess we're just blowing it up.
Right.
But I don't think that's gonna happen.
So you think they traded for AD, and now you think they're in a better position to make a finals run than they were before?
I wouldn't say better position. I just think they're still they could be a top West team.
Okay.
Like they're still in the mix. I wouldn't want to see that team.
Mm.
You know, if AD's going.
I mean, in
against
a game
us,
of 7, maybe.
In a game of 7, I still don't want to see it.
Yeah.
If he's healthy, I mean, nobody on the Rockets can stop AD.
Mm.
Nobody's big enough. Nobody's strong enough. I mean, Adams maybe, but he's not going to play enough. He's going to foul.
Yeah.
He's going to foul out.
He's definitely gonna foul out there.
I mean, that's a scary team. They're scary with Luka. They're scary without Luka. But when you're thinking long term, there's no way you get rid of a generational talent like that. I mean,
Yep.
Trae Young is still on the Hawks, and Luka Doncic is not on the Dallas Mavericks.
Right.
Without cause, not like he wanted to leave.
Right. They
That doesn't make
said
any sense.
that Luka didn't want to trade. They said that LeBron didn't want AD out. They said that neither one of them knew about the trade before it happened. They both found out after, like through social media and through news outlets that it was traded.
Yeah,
That's
everybody was going on. I saw a post that said the DJ in the club announced the trade. Like, that's how crazy the trade is.
That's unprecedented. Can you think of any other trade that is like that's something
Not
like that?
this big. I mean, when big threes happen, like when Harden went to Brooklyn and they got all together, like it was a shock.
Yeah.
But we knew that Harden was disgruntled and the Rockets actually gave him what they wanted.
Right.
But nothing like this.
Like
nothing
mid-season
just
as
shocking.
well, too.
Nothing
It's like-
this shocking and this just jarring. Everybody was talking about it. Everything stopped. And
Yeah.
it was late at night. Like I didn't go to bed till like 2. Granted, I was gonna stay up till 2 regardless. But everybody was still on it. Everybody was sharing posts, memes, and all kind of stuff.
Yep.
Just thinking about the future and how it's gonna go down. I mean, I think NBA trade deadline is probably the funnest time.
Yeah.
Just like summer too, with where people are going. I mean, somebody tried to do this trade on 2K and they couldn't.
Yeah.
It happened in real life.
Cause I mean it's just that's such a shock. That's such a shock. And well, listen, we're just gonna have to see the Lakers. Where are the Lakers ranked right now currently?
If me before looking up, I'm gonna say 6th.
Okay, so they're deep in
look
that.
up.
They're in the playoff push right now.
They're 5th actually.
They're 5th. Okay.
So it's Thunder, Rockets, Grizzlies, Nuggets, Lakers, Clippers, Wolves, Mavericks, Suns, Kings, Warriors, Spurs, Blazers, Pelicans, and the Jazz.
Okay.
So I mean, 5th
So-
is not bad.
Okay. So
Dallas is at 8.
Dallas was already falling off. Cause Dallas wasn't that far behind that. They were always hovering around 5th or 6th, wasn't they?
It's been an up and down season.
Yeah.
The West is just too strong.
Yeah.
The top or the middling team is like 1 through 10 is too strong. I mean, Blazers, they don't care. Jazz, they don't give a fuck. Pelicans are super hurt. They should Zion should be traded. We should see that. Who got DeJounte Murray? Got a season-ending injuries.
Yep.
ACL's gone. I mean, there's no point for them to even play. We got to make a trip to Smoothie King Center this year. The ticket's gonna be $5.
Yeah.
We'll spend more on gas and a rental car and the food than we do going to the arena.
Yep, put it on the list, man. For the
I
next,
wanna
in the
go
next,
for
in the next
sure.
three, we're gonna do an unclutch road trip to Smoothie King.
Before this season's over, that's what I want to do.
Yeah, for
At
sure.
least, because I'm trying to go to every NBA arena.
Yeah.
And, you know, Toronto I'll get to eventually. I don't want to go to Canada. But, you know.
You got your passport check?
I have my passport.
Yeah, but we
I
can go
went
to Toronto too.
I went to a wedding last year.
tickets are gonna be cheap too because Toronto sucks.
Well, yeah, it's just Canada's expensive in general, though.
Yeah, that's
the
true.
thing. So
I want to go as close to the end of the year as possible if we do go this year, so it be as
Yeah.
warm as possible. I can't do cold.
no, not that. I could do cold, but not that kind of cold.
Yeah.
Like last week we had the freeze or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and today it's like 80 degrees.
Yeah.
But that is not bad. I can deal with that. But if it's like sub negative temperature, I can't do that. I've never experienced that. I don't want to experience that. My knees already hurt.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's the biggest breaking news that we have. I believe that there's gonna be some more. Like once, like there was I think C.J. McCollum said it last night. He was like, if Luka got traded, let me pack my bags because anybody can go.
yeah, I don't know why Unc was talking. 'Cause, I mean, nobody cares about him. But the deadline's on the 6th. We got 4 more days.
Yeah.
So in the next 4 days, I think things will definitely get crazier.
Mm-hmm.
And you just gotta stay glued to your phone. We
Yeah.
don't have Woj bombs anymore. We got shams, whatever they want to call it. But yeah, if that trade can happen, everybody should be worried.
Right. We have the usual suspects, the Jimmy Butler.
He gotta go.
He's about
He gotta go. It's annoying. Like even KG went off on him. He's like, hey, we're professionals. We honor our contract agreements. So you'll have guaranteed contract. NFL, they'll just cut you.
Yeah.
And they don't care. They don't have to pay you. You could suffer a injury and be like, sorry, we just want to save money. At least NBA contracts are guaranteed. So I'm definitely with KG on that one. Him and Paul Pierce were talking about it.
Right.
But just be a professional.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was talking about John Wall when we had him. The Rockets didn't want to play him. He's like, all right, just don't be a distraction. We just sent him home. He got paid 2 years. It's technically like unemployment.
Right.
Still cashing the same game checks. You're just at home or doing whatever you got to do.
Yeah.
So, it's just about having respect. I don't think Jimmy is as good as he thinks he is. Granted, he got to the finals like he did for Miami, but he's definitely like falling off as a player.
Yeah. He's also like what 35, 36, something like that.
He's at the tail.
Very end.
I don't want to deal with that. I wouldn't want to deal with that as any franchise. I don't think he is worth the deal that he wants. I don't see that happening for him, especially with the attitude problem.
Yeah.
I don't want locker room cancer.
Right.
That's just bad. Like even if he was still like good Jimmy, I don't understand that.
Yeah,
Every team
some of the
has been
stories that I heard when he was with the Sixers and like what was it when he was with the Minnesota?
With the Bulls,
yeah,
with the Bulls, he's flamed out at every team, every stop. So at
And
a certain point, it's you.
explosively too.
Yeah.
Like the story, like I said, some of the
He's
stories.
leaking
crazy.
headlines. He's talking to Rachel Nichols and just putting out information. It's like nobody needs to know that.
Yeah.
If I'm disgruntled, I'm gonna talk to the GM. We're gonna have a private conversation.
Mhm.
Hey, I'd like to be moved, and can we work on that? I'm like, cool. Him and Pat Riley going at it. Pat talking about him this summer, saying, hey, if Jimmy's not playing, you should keep your mouth shut.
Mhm.
I mean, if your boss puts you on blast like that, you already knew something was going down this year. So. He hasn't played properly. When he came back from suspension, he was playing like crap. He was just standing in the corner taking one leg 3-point shots without giving any effort. And he's like, no, I'm trying to. Clearly, you're not.
Right.
Bro. Like, clearly, you're not. Nobody, like, it's a team sport. If one guy doesn't want to be there, why are you even? Don't show up.
Right.
He made him wait at the airport for hours and didn't show up. That's just disrespectful to your teammates.
That is
At least
disrespectful.
you can have a beef with the GM, with the owner, with the team, but not your teammates.
Right.
They didn't do anything to you,
Right.
so why are they having to deal with your crap? That's childish.
Yeah.
Too old for that.
Yeah, I 100% agree. Especially like the antics that he's been doing this for so long, and because he was so talented, in his prime, I guess we could say now that people like put up with it, but like, bro, you're like 35 now, bro. Right?
Yeah, I mean, even if he was like, I don't know, he's never been a top 10 player. I don't think.
Top 10 in his position?
In general.
Oh, okay.
Maybe in his position, sure, because he's been All-Star before.
Yeah.
And the East this week, he's predominantly been in the East. But I just don't think he's that good.
Okay.
I don't see it.
I think Jimmy is clutch. I don't like quarters 2 and 3. You don't really see him. Like you see him opening up kind of hot, but he's always been the closer for the Heat and a couple of other teams that he's been on. He's been a closer, so I'll give him a clutch trait, but that's as far as I go as far as skill. I don't think he's like one of the best either, but He does find ways to get the job done.
He gets the job done with the level of ability that he has. Like, I think he's overachieved for his build. Like, even when the Bulls drafted him, he was not supposed to be that kind of guy. You know, he was just a guy.
Right.
He's definitely overachieved in his career. I just wish he had a better mindset. I think his work ethic is there, but his mindset is what is a negative.
Right.
And that is very detrimental to teams.
That trumps work ethic, really.
And like, what team will have a good memory of you? And this is the way you're going now. It's just bad.
Right.
Like, I wish I didn't know all the stuff that I know. And I still wouldn't like him that much just for his game alone. But the antics off the court are just like, hey, bro, this is a deal breaker for me. Like, it's like, oh, would the Rockets want him? No, I wouldn't want them.
Yeah, not at all.
So the young guys could see I'm bitter old man.
Right, because we're already dealing with the Cam.
Yeah, or when he had a little tantrum early in the year, it's like, bro, you're young. You gotta. I'll give you some slack because you're a young guy. You want to prove yourself, and he is a very talented player. But it's like you got to go through your stuff as a second, third year player. You know, you can't just demand that you get playing time. You know, things are earned, especially in the NBA.
Right.
Except if you're Bronny. But yeah, Bronny should not see the court. I rather see you on the court than Bronny. At least I know, like, man, you like make a wish or something.
That's insane. I can get me a professional bucket.
That might they don't like, hey, stop the game. They don't let you shoot like it's senior night, high school or something.
That's terrible. Y'all seen my clips. I could put up a bucket.
We should put a X-ray photo of your knee right after you said that.
Cut that out because I'm working on it. See, it's getting better. The last game I played, or the last night that I played, my knee was in good health and I was moving actually.
That court felt nasty.
It did.
I don't know. I think it's just that side of the court, but I know Brandon was talking about it like depth perception wise. I airball my first 2 shots. I rarely airball. I'll brick. I'm not saying I'm good like that, but I'll hit something. It was just, I don't know. And the short ceiling makes you overcompensate.
And the best 3-point shooter we had, Diego, was airballing
I don't think
too.
he was even hitting like that either.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't mind Willowbrook. It's a cheap price, but it's just not ideal. I don't know. That ceiling is rough.
We might grow to 11. We might grow to 11. Yeah, we hit it like towards the end of the game where people were tired.
Yeah, I think only 3 or 4 times throughout the whole night with 11 games. But it just, the floor's good. I mean, nobody was slipping because of the floor. I think when we went in, I had to turn the AC down like game 2 or game 3 because it was at 72. I'm like, bro, I'm sweating my ass off.
Yeah, it was definitely hot to breathe. It was hard to
like that. I was like, dude, I'm not like out of shape like that, you know. But yeah, speaking of that, me and Manuel signed up for a league. We're playing Thursday league.
When does that start?
This week.
Oh shit! I'm about to say if it was like in a couple weeks, I might be able to join. But
we signed up.
What is it? A 7-day or 7 game?
I don't know, 7 or 8 games. But I was like, I'm bored. Like I want to do something. Especially we're not hooping like twice a week. We had a good run where we play on Friday and Sunday, and now we're not. We haven't played on Sunday in like a month now, or over a month. So I'm like, I want to do something.
Right.
You know.
So a Thursday league, huh? Yeah, that's good. I need put y'all in the G League, the developmental league, man. We get work on you guys handle, man. Well, little jump shot, and we might be able to do something in the summer. I'm down for like something in the summer.
Summer, the thing is, those leagues are very competitive in the summer because people from college come back, and then they start stacking teams, and then even for the corporate level, it's stacked, which is hopefully this level is like actually corporate. Because when we played earlier or last year, it was like there wasn't enough for corporate, so we had to go up a level, and that's why we're getting blown out by like 60 points.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, but yeah, so the corporate level should have pretty solid talent, not too overwhelming, like how it was.
Middle-aged people that have desk jobs. That's what I want to do. Like I don't want to be going against Taco Fall like we did last year. Like that dude was like legit 6'7", 6'8".
You gonna be recording those games?
Probably. I mean, you know, Manuel likes to make highlight videos. He got already one on the channel.
Yeah.
He said he's making another one. So
Manuel might be the highlight guy. He might have to go back. Now we have to pay somebody to go back through all those videos.
I don't know how he did it. I mean, there's too many.
Apparently, he said he had those clips on his phone.
Yeah.
So he'd be watching the games and just taking out little clips of himself.
I don't care enough, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like even if I think like, oh man, I had a good week and I made a couple good passes or points, I'm like, I'm too lazy to do that. I don't rewatch the games. Not entirely. Like I'll use the clips on the phone. I need to do that probably later on today, and I'll make some clips for the IG. Or if people send them to me, it's easier but that's just too much work, bro. I don't care. I don't care enough.
Well, we'll see how that ends up working out. We might have to, like I said, get somebody to do it.
Yeah,
for us.
I mean, you need somebody with like a desk job.
Yeah,
like I don't have a desk job. I can't do that. I can't.
You already know. It's hard for me to make the podcast.
Yeah, so. Like I wouldn't even call this a podcast episode.
No. It isn't. That's why I said I didn't say what episode.
Yeah, I'll just be like, this is something to put out because we didn't provide nothing for weeks.
Yeah, we know our 2 fans have missed us. You know, we're here.
Popeye and some dude in Sri Lanka. But yeah.
But yeah, that's just a quick update. We'll try to do like little quick updates when we can't do full podcasts in the future. This quarter has been busy for everybody.
Yeah, it's the beginning of the year. It's February 2nd. It's been probably a rough 2025, at least for myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just trying to get in the swing of things and deal with life, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But if you have nothing else, that's
it. Cut it.
Yep.
It's gonna be the roughest edit you ever seen, if there's even one. So
might not. We might just put this uncut, bro. This is what it looks like when we make one of these things.
Yeah, man. But
all right, appreciate it.